Picture this. In an era where the entire automotive world seems obsessed with electric vehicles, Japan's streets have a surprising sight. A small petrol-powered car zipping along with such impressive performance that EV manufacturers are starting to lose sleep over it. This is the Suzuki Spacia Gear. At first glance, it may look like a compact, unassuming ride, but don't be fooled. In terms of features, comfort, and capability, it can easily stand toe-to-toe with much larger SUVs. And here's the twist. Even in today's EV-driven market, its popularity in Japan hasn't slowed down one bit. Naturally, this raises some big questions. What exactly makes this car so special? Why are people still choosing it over battery-powered vehicles? Is it because of its outstanding fuel efficiency? Or has Suzuki equipped it with such advanced technology that even electric cars start to feel outdated in comparison? Its latest version makes the story even more compelling. A fresh, boxy yet stylish exterior, a smarter and more intuitive interior, and top-notch safety features that give families complete peace of mind while traveling. But that's not all. Why does it come with such an affordable price tag? What kind of engine technology has Suzuki used here that people are still talking about today? If you're curious about how a petrol car has managed to hold its ground in an age dominated by electric vehicles, this story is for you. But before we dive in deeper, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on more fascinating automotive insights like this. So, how is it that a petrol car can remain this popular in the electric era? Everywhere you look, automakers are busy talking about EVs, charging stations, battery range, fast charging. The conversation is endless. Yet in the middle of this noise, the Suzuki Spacia Gear has managed to capture everyone's attention. And when you stop to think about it, the real question becomes, in a market where most buyers are leaning toward EVs, why are so many people in Japan still choosing this small petrol car? The answer, as you'll soon see, is more interesting than you might expect. Electric vehicles may be the future, but they still come with some major real-world challenges. Slow charging times, limited charging infrastructure, concerns over battery lifespan, and higher upfront costs. In contrast, a car like the Suzuki Spacia Gear offers something refreshingly simple. Fill up the tank and hit the road. No waiting around for a charge, no anxiety about running out of battery. Suzuki has even added a mild hybrid system to the Spacia Gear, subtly enhancing engine efficiency. So while it's still a petrol-powered vehicle at heart, it has that extra hybrid touch that helps boost mileage, an advantage that becomes especially valuable when fuel prices are soaring and every drop counts. It's also worth remembering that not everyone blindly follows trends. Many people value practicality over hype, and practicality is exactly what the Spacia Gear delivers. Its compact size means it's easy to park in tight spots, navigate through congested city streets, and keep running costs low. Combine that with the reliability of a trusted brand like Suzuki, and it's easy to see why buyers feel confident choosing it without hesitation. Of course, in today's market, power alone isn't enough. Style matters too. A car that's strong but dull to look at will quickly be forgotten. That's another area where the Spacia Gear shines. Its boxy, distinctive shape stands out immediately, offering a unique blend of style and function. This design not only turns heads, but also creates surprising interior space. From the outside, it might appear small, but step inside and you'll find roominess comparable to a larger SUV. This combination of style, practicality, and clever space management is exactly what appeals to younger drivers and small families who want both flair and function in their car. One of the Spacia Gear's most charming touches is its sliding doors, a feature you'd usually associate with premium, high-end cars. Suzuki has brought that same convenience into an affordable package. The result? Getting in and out is effortless for kids, elderly passengers, or anyone juggling bags, especially in tight parking spots. Pair that with a bold front fascia, LED headlamps, and rugged design accents, and you get a car that feels both cute and capable. No wonder people have started calling it a mini SUV. The nickname couldn't be more fitting. But the real story lies under the hood, the heart of this car. The Spacia Gear isn't winning hearts just for its looks or features. It's also loved for its remarkable mileage and punchy performance. In today's world, great mileage means one thing: fewer expenses and longer journeys without frequent stops at the pump. At the core is Suzuki's R06A engine, a tried-and-true 660cc motor designed for Japan's K cars. It's small, yes, but it's incredibly smart. Tuned for efficiency, it sips fuel while delivering solid performance, managing to stretch every drop without straining the engine. And here's where Suzuki adds a clever twist: mild hybrid technology. In simple terms, this system works quietly in the background during the moments when petrol consumption is typically at its highest, starting the car, idling at traffic lights, or crawling through slow traffic. During these times, the mild hybrid setup steps in to assist, easing the load on the engine and helping save fuel without compromising the drive. The Spacia Gear's mild hybrid setup includes a small electric motor paired with a compact battery, and together they provide subtle but effective support to the petrol engine. For example, when you accelerate from a red light, the electric motor gives a gentle boost, reducing the strain on the engine and cutting down fuel consumption. Even braking becomes an advantage, thanks to regenerative braking. Instead of letting braking energy go to waste, the system captures and stores it in the battery, ready to be used later. This means you're saving fuel even when you're at a complete stop. Now on to the big question: what about mileage? According to official Japanese tests, the Suzuki Spacia Gear delivers an impressive 22 to 26 kilometers per liter. And these aren't just optimistic lab numbers. Owners have reported achieving similar results in real-world conditions, especially in congested city traffic. Let's do the math. With petrol priced at 100 rupees per liter and your car running close to 25 kilometers on that liter, your fuel expenses suddenly feel much lighter. Compare this to an electric vehicle. Even if it offers a 300-kilometer range, you can lose 10% of that just hunting for a charging station. Then there's the charging time, 6 to 8 hours for a full charge, and the looming cost of battery replacement after 5 to 6 years, which is so high that many would rather buy a new car altogether. The Spacia Gear, on the other hand, is the picture of convenience. Pull into a petrol station, fill up in 2 minutes, and you're ready to go. No charging anxiety, no hunting for stations. Plus, unlike EVs whose range can drop noticeably in extreme cold or heat, this petrol-powered car stays consistent, delivering reliable performance in all weather conditions. Another big advantage of the Spacia Gear's engine is its low maintenance cost. Since this 660cc R06A engine has been in the market for years, spare parts are inexpensive and widely available, and almost every mechanic is familiar with it. This means you won't be spending a fortune on servicing or hunting for specialized technicians. It also comes with an idle start-stop system. When the car is stationary, say at a traffic light, the engine shuts off automatically. And the moment you press the accelerator, it restarts smoothly without any jerks. This not only saves petrol, but also helps cut down emissions, making it a more eco-friendly choice. In short, the Spacia Gear's engine is both smart and efficient. It runs on petrol, but its brain is tuned with EV-like intelligence. With a small engine size, great mileage, mild hybrid technology, and easy maintenance, it manages to compete head-to-head with EVs without the headaches of charging or range anxiety. New version 2025. What changed? With the 2025 launch of the Suzuki Spacia Gear, the big question is, what's new? Is it just a cosmetic facelift, or are there real improvements under the hood? Let's break it down. Exterior updates. The 2025 model keeps the same boxy, practical shape, but sharpens it with a more modern and aggressive look. The front grille has a slightly more muscular design, giving it a tougher road presence. The headlights are now fully LED, adding to the premium feel. Suzuki has also introduced fresh color options, including stylish two-tone combinations that make the car look even more fun and youthful. Now moving under the hood, Suzuki has retained the same tried and tested R06A engine known for its reliability, but it's not exactly the same as before. The ECU has been retuned, making the power delivery smoother and the throttle response sharper, so the car feels more refined and lively to drive. On top of that, the mild hybrid system has been made even more efficient, squeezing out better fuel economy without sacrificing performance. Safety has taken a big leap forward too. Features like dual sensor brake support, lane departure warning, and emergency stop signal, which were previously reserved for top variants, now come as standard across the lineup. This clearly shows that the 2025 Spacia Gear isn't just a cosmetic refresh, it's a meaningful upgrade in looks, technology, and safety. And all of this is packed into a car that was already turning heads on Japan's streets. But let's be honest, no matter how stylish or high-tech a car is, if the interior isn't comfortable and inviting, you won't enjoy driving it. And that's where the Spacia Gear truly shines. The moment you open the door, you're greeted by a cabin that feels airy, smart, and thoughtfully designed. Thanks to its boxy silhouette, both headroom and legroom are surprisingly generous. Even tall passengers can sit comfortably without needing to hunch down, making it a genuinely spacious small car. Now, let's talk about the seats. Suzuki has stepped up the comfort level this time. The cushions feel softer, the support is better, and for long drives, they offer a pleasant sitting experience. And the flexibility is impressive. You can fold the seats completely flat, instantly turning the Spacia Gear into a minivan. Need to haul some luggage? No problem. Want to fit the kids' bicycles? Easy! The space adapts to whatever your lifestyle demands. Moving on to features, the 2025 Spacia Gear now comes with a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system that supports both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Whether you want to stream music, use navigation, or take calls, everything is handled seamlessly from the same screen. But the real showstopper here is the 360-degree camera system, something you'd usually expect in much larger, more expensive cars. This feature makes parking so effortless that even beginner drivers can maneuver into tight spots with complete confidence. And that's not all. You also get a digital instrument cluster, automatic climate control, and power sliding doors that open at the push of a button, features once reserved for premium vehicles. Add in USB charging ports and you've got everything you need for comfort and convenience on the go. Suzuki has also refined the cabin quality. The plastic trim now has a softer touch, making it feel more upscale, and they've added more clever storage spaces. Special slots for your phone, water bottle, and sunglasses. The flat floor design is another thoughtful touch, ensuring there's no awkward hump in the middle, which makes moving inside the car easy and comfortable, especially for families. In short, the Spacia Gear isn't just a cute face. It's a compact car that hides a surprisingly smart, feature-packed, and family-friendly world inside, offering the experience of a big car without the big price tag. An amazing price for a fully loaded car. That's exactly what the Spacia Gear offers. But this naturally raises a big question. When Suzuki is giving it a fresh design, packing it with features, delivering great mileage, and ensuring top-notch safety, how can the price still be so low? It's something almost everyone wonders. So, let's break it down in the simplest way possible. The first thing to understand is that Suzuki designed the Spacia Gear with one very clear philosophy: keep the price low while maintaining good profit margins. And there are some smart strategies behind this approach that make the car affordable without cutting corners on quality. For starters, the Spacia Gear belongs to Japan's K-car category, small-sized vehicles with an engine capacity of less than 660 cc, designed for city driving. In Japan, these cars enjoy special government incentives. Owners pay less tax, enjoy cheaper insurance, and benefit from lower road fees. These policies encourage both buyers and manufacturers. As a result, Suzuki can sell the Spacia Gear at a more affordable price while still keeping it profitable. That's reason number one, a perfect combination of smart government policy and sharp company planning. The second reason lies in Suzuki's streamlined production process. The Spacia Gear shares many of its components, such as the engine, gearbox, and electronic systems, with other Suzuki models. This parts-sharing strategy means the company doesn't need to design and produce unique components for every model. This reduces manufacturing costs significantly, and Suzuki has truly mastered this method over the years. Thirdly, Suzuki has been very strategic in choosing the features for the Spacia Gear. They didn't just cram in every possible feature to make it look impressive on paper. Instead, they carefully selected the ones that matter most to the average buyer: a touchscreen infotainment system, reverse camera, sliding doors, essential safety alerts, the things people actually use every day. This approach ensures the car feels well-equipped without being overloaded or unnecessarily complicated. It's all about balance, giving customers exactly what they need at exactly the right price. The fourth factor is its size. Because the Spacia Gear is compact on the outside, it requires less raw material for its body, resulting in a lighter weight. This directly lowers production, shipping, and storage costs for Suzuki. But the real magic is in how they've designed the interior. The space is used so cleverly that you'll hardly believe it's a small car when you sit inside. Now, let's talk about numbers. In Japan, the Spacia Gear starts at around 1.5 million yen, which translates to roughly $10,000 to $11,000. That's significantly more affordable compared to EVs or other cars with similar features. And it's not just the purchase price that's attractive. The running costs are equally low. The small engine delivers excellent fuel economy, maintenance costs stay minimal, and its mild hybrid system with a start-stop feature helps save even more on petrol. This means that even after buying it, it won't weigh heavily on your wallet. So think about it. Who wouldn't want a car that looks stylish, feels comfortable, offers smart features, gives great mileage, and stays light on the budget? That's exactly why the Spacia Gear has become such a hit in Japan. People aren't just looking for something cheap, they're looking for true value for money. And that's exactly what this car delivers, a complete, well-rounded package. In fact, instead of spending a fortune on an EV and constantly worrying about charging stations, many buyers are choosing the Spacia Gear as a reliable, economical, and capable daily driver. It's practical, it's efficient, and it just makes sense. It's pure craze in Japan, but the question is, why isn't the demand slowing down? When you think about Japan, a nation that's at the cutting edge of technology, fully aware of environmental trends, and dotted with EV charging stations on almost every corner, you'd expect electric cars to dominate the streets. So why is a petrol-powered Mini like the Suzuki Spacia Gear winning so many hearts? The answer lies beyond just the car itself. It's about the mindset, lifestyle, and practical approach of the Japanese people. Yes, they embrace new trends, but never blindly. Every choice is weighed against logic and real-world practicality. If something doesn't work seamlessly in daily life, they won't adopt it just because it's fashionable. EVs, for all their promise, still come with real-world limitations. Charging takes time. Battery life degrades over the years. Performance dips noticeably in cold weather, and repair or maintenance costs remain relatively high. Worst of all, when the day comes to replace the battery, the bill can be painfully expensive. The Spacia Gear, on the other hand, is hassle-free ownership at its best. You just fill up with petrol and drive. No waiting for a charge, no worrying about battery degradation, no sudden performance drops in winter. Add to that its excellent fuel economy, ultra-low maintenance costs, and budget-friendly annual servicing, and it's easy to see why Japanese buyers find it so appealing. For them, it's not just about going green, it's about going smart. And right now, the Spacia Gear ticks all the right boxes. One of the biggest factors in its success comes down to Japan's urban reality, tight streets and limited parking space. In most cities, it's simply not practical to maneuver or park a massive electric SUV. The Suzuki Spacia Gear, with its compact footprint and convenient sliding doors, fits perfectly into this environment, making daily driving far less stressful. There's also an important cultural factor at play. Japanese buyers tend to admire silent performers, products that don't scream for attention but excel at their job. And that's exactly the image Spacia Gear has built for itself. A reliable, affordable, low-maintenance family car that quietly delivers on its promises. This is why, instead of seeing a dip in sales over time, the demand has grown year after year. While many automakers are rolling out discounts and flashy promotions to move EVs, the Spacia Gear keeps selling steadily, without making a big fuss. In marketing terms, that's a quiet but decisive victory. Now, here's where Suzuki's strategy gets interesting. A petrol wildcard in the middle of the EV race. While the global auto industry was in a full sprint toward EVs, from Tesla to Toyota, Suzuki charted a slightly different course. They didn't ignore EVs entirely, but they also didn't pour all their resources into them. Instead, they took a calculated view. EVs will have their moment, but that moment isn't here yet. With that belief, Suzuki focused heavily on petrol-powered cars with hybrid assistance. That's how vehicles like the Spacia Gear came into the picture. Suzuki understood that the real bottleneck for EV adoption wasn't just the cars themselves, it was the supporting infrastructure. In smaller cities, or for people who need a car for everyday, all-weather, no-excuses driving, EVs still come with compromises. The Spacia Gear, by contrast, offers dependability without the drama. And in Suzuki's eyes, that was the smarter bet for now. That's why Suzuki, together with its engineering team, came up with the Spacia Gear, a car that checks every box for the modern Japanese driver. It's stylish enough to turn heads, light and effortless to drive, easy on the wallet, and packed with technology smart enough to rival many EVs. They equipped it with a mild hybrid system paired with a petrol engine, which not only boosts fuel efficiency, but also eases the strain on the engine, extending its life. And they kept the dimensions just right, so it can navigate everything from narrow back streets to busy highways without breaking a sweat. Suzuki's biggest triumph was understanding its customers better than anyone else. They didn't chase the EV trend blindly, they took a practical, customer-first approach. While other automakers were busy betting everything on the future of EVs, Suzuki focused on strengthening the present. And the results speak for themselves. If you look at EV sales charts today, you'll see plenty of models being discontinued and demand tapering off. But cars like the Spacia Gear, they're still confidently cruising through Japan's streets, gaining popularity year after year. That's the brilliance of Suzuki's timing, making the right move at exactly the right moment. Suzuki never outright dismissed EVs, nor did they get trapped in the all-electric hype. Instead, they identified what people truly needed and delivered a product that met those needs perfectly in both features and price. In short, while other brands were tangled in the EV race, Suzuki played its petrol plus hybrid card with patience and precision, and today that card is winning them the market. If you enjoyed this story and want more powerful behind-the-scenes insights from the automotive world, make sure to subscribe so you'll be the first to hear about the next great car story. Thanks for watching.